Our next division strategy is long division. This is the standard that we all grew up with and we all know and love, but it becomes a little bit out of fashion purely because there's so many steps to it. If we take a large number again, this is going to be another process of repeated subtraction, but we add a larger multiplication factor to it. So if we take our number 648 and we're dividing this by 5, the standard one is the crazy looking hook thing, and we write the number that we are breaking apart inside. The divisor is going over here, and then we're going to do our work above and below. So the first thing we're always going to ask ourselves, we're just going to isolate into what we have here. The very first digit that comes up is a 6. And we say, well, how many 5s can go into that 6? How many 5s can I take away from that 6? And doing with place value, this 6 is in the hundreds, this 4 is in the tens, and this 8's in the ones. But so how many 5s can I take away from this 6 of the hundreds? Now, 5 times 1 is 5. I have to know this in the back of my head so that I can apply this out. So 5 times 1 is equal to 5. And this is why it's kind of complicated. This is the number, we make up that multiplier, and we put the answer underneath the same column. Subtract. 6 minus 5 is 1. Now we go over to the tens column, we bring that number down, and we add it to the remaining piece, which is here. So we drop this number down. Now we have to ask ourselves how many 5s can go into the number 14 as a whole number. Well, 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 3 is 15. 15 is too big, so we're going to have to go to that too. So 5 times 2 is 10. And we write it underneath, subtract it, and 4 minus 0 is still 4. 1 minus 1 is 0, so we're left with the number 4. We go to the next column, and we pull it all the way down. And this is where you have to be very organized with where you're placing your numbers. Bring that 8 all the way down. You just park it down there, because now we still have 4 left over in the tens column. We have the 8 down here in the ones column. And what do we get? Let's see. So how many 5s can go into 48? And that's a big question. So 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 6 is 30, 5 times 7 is 35, 5 times 8 is 40, 5 times 9 is 45. I know I can't do 5 times 10 because that would be over here, but 5 times 9 is 45. Subtract these. 8 minus 5 is 3, 4 and 4 is 0, and this is our remaining number. I have no more digits to go out, so we just call this our remainder. So I say 129, remainder 3. I'll do that one more time, just in case. Take a different number. We'll say 743, and we'll divide this by 4. I'll do it over here on the side here. 743 divided by 4. This is the number I'm dividing by 4, breaking this number into 4 equal parts. So again, I say how many 4s can go into 7? I know 4 times 1 is equal to 4. This times that is equal to that. I subtract it. That gives me a 3. Bring down the next number, put it right beside it. 4 times what is 34? I know that 4 times 10 is 40, too big. I know that 4 times 5 is 20, too small, so it's somewhere in between. 4 times 6 is 24, 4 times 7, you need to know your multiplications. 4 times 8 is 32. Subtract, and you get 2. Bring down that 3. This is one situation where if you don't, you're allowed to guess. So I'm just going to guess, and I'm going to say 4 times 6. So 4 times 6 is 24. Now looking at this number, oh shoot, it's bigger than that one. So what do? I don't give a 1 there because we know we are subtracting the bottom number. I just have to erase it and think again. So 6 was too high. So I'm going to put in a 4. 4 times 4 is 16. I do the subtraction here, and oh shoot, I'm left with 7. 7 is a number that's bigger than my divider. Doesn't work. I need to have something that's smaller than my divisor. Otherwise, I can take another group out of that. So, obviously, between 4 and 6 is the number 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. Subtract out, I'm left with 3. My number here is finally smaller than this number. I can't break it down any farther. There's no more numbers to bring down. So this is my remainder, 3. 743 divided by 4 is 185, remainder 3. And that was our next lesson.